Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, has had its own share of flooding in the past, especially the notorious Ogunpa flood incident in the 80s, popularly referred to as Omiyale phenomenon in the state. In recent times, devastating floods has thrown many communities in different states of the nation into chaos, prompting local authorities and residents to implement innovative strategies for flood mitigating after rainfall or release of water from dam. And experts shed more light on causes of flooding.
As a result of changes in the climate, because of global warming, we are having intensification of the hydrological cycle. As a result of increasing population and increased urbanization, you have more artificial surfaces, because much of the area is now being built up. So with the built up surfaces, you have less infiltration of rainfall. And because you have more artificial surfaces, the storm runoff being generated is much more. So the drainage capacity is not commensurate.
It is, however, observed that Ibadan and Oyo State in general is not experiencing flood unlike before. What are the relevant agency and state government doing to mitigate flooding?
His Excellency didn't relent when he came on board because one of the major issues about Ibadan in particular, your state, is flooding. So he was very strongly proactive about it. And he didn't just, leave it at what was done before now. He aggressively went on expansion of waterways. The Ogunpa waterway river, the Odonakeke waterway river, several waterways has been expanded. And what actually causes flooding most of the time is when you have bottlenecks. It was just basically because some of those channels, they were blocked. The Ministry of Environment were doing so much campaign against putting waste in our waterways. So those were the things that contributed so much to the prevention of flooding in Oyo State.
What are the measures to enforce environmental laws in Oyo State and expectations of the residents?
Some people during the raining time, some people came out with their waste. And we got hold of it, and immediately the next day we went to seal about 4 buildings. So they have to pay heavily to make sure. And so how much does it cost you to dispose your waste properly? It's just a little token. And so we frown heavily against offenders.
We're telling people, don't build on flood paths. Don't build close to river banks. On the aspect of dredging, we ensure that all major rivers and waterways that are prone to flooding are dredged.
Respondents said enforcement of necessary environmental laws, regular dredging of waterways, and proper orientation on need for residents to eschew dumping of refuse into drainages and paying attention to information from government agencies like NIMET and so on will go a long way in mitigating flooding, which can lead to loss of lives and property in our society and the nation at large.